Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to do a comparison and show you the difference between these two LED lights. So on the left, I got a can retrofit light. Now on the right, I got the ultra thin LED recessed light. These can both be used in the same places, but you got to do a little bit of different work if you want to use each one. So the simplest, if you already have a can light up in your ceiling, you're simply going to take your can light bulb out, screw this in, there's a little connector here, and then you're going to just replace your reflector with this light assembly. Over here, you would have to take the can light out, wire up this power supply. So you'd have to bring the wires in, hook them up here. But the advantage of this one is the power supply is away from the actual light, and these are really thin. So these could be installed like if there was a 2x4 right there. And then when you've got it installed, then you're just going to hook this up. And that's how the LED light gets its power. And then you just open inside the hole, you put this, and then it spring loads and attaches itself. Okay, so in this room, I've got both kinds of lights. This is the really thin LED light, and over here, this is the retrofit light. So I've got a can light here. I took the bulb out and just put the retrofit light. I had a can here, but I needed to move it over and there was a truss right there. And so I wasn't able to put the can in that exact location that I needed, that was centered on this shelf. So I had to switch it over to that kind of light, which is the really thin light. Okay, so with the retrofit, again, I've got a can that's already in my ceiling. It's already got power to it. It had a bulb just screwed in, but I just screwed that to it. And now this is my retrofit kit. It had a reflector also. I took the reflector out, and now this is going where that reflector was. And now you simply just push it up, and this is by far the easiest to install, but you've got to have that big can light behind it. So here's this one, and now see how I was able to wire the power supply, and then the light is really thin. I couldn't put a can light here because of that 2x4. So these really thin LED lights work really well. But you do have to do a little bit of wiring. You do have to wire it up. And over there, I already had a can light. So that's why I just used the retrofit. There's what the big can looks like. Okay, so as far as light output, they both put out about the same amount of light. I've got the same temperature installed. This is like the 4000K, but you can see the light's a little recessed in the retrofit light, and it's a little more flush with these. Now, I do think the thin ones, I do think they put out just a little bit more light where I'm looking at it here. Now they both are dimmable, so we can dim them really dim, and they go, so the retrofit kits go really dim. That's as dim as these go here. And then let's turn them up. So let's go over some measurements. I had 6-inch can lights, and these fit in there just fine. They are just a little bit deeper. But again, the thin ones are super thin. So the hole needs to be about 5 3/4. The light itself is, right at 6 1/2, almost 6 5/8. The outside of this one is 7 1/2. So yeah, there's quite a bit of difference there. I did feel like these were a little bit brighter, but these went really, really dim. So if you were ever wondering what the difference between these two are, I hope this video helps. Thanks everybody for watching.